welcome to the new Monday night Game for Glory League of Legends cast. I'm your host, The Judge, and we are already in Champ Select here, and we're going to start with some bans. So let's see who these guys decide to ban out. Looks like they're going to pick off that Thresh. I don't think that's exactly a targeted ban, but Thresh is a very good support. So it's definitely not a bad thing. And then purple team looks like they're going to ban out Vayne, which might be targeted at the Bloody Mage. He favors playing Vayne, it seems. So it might just be looking at him. A Lee Sin ban coming out from the blue team. And that might be targeting up Taken Lee. As he prefers his jungles and he seems to really like playing the Lee Sin. So it looks like that might be what they're trying to do, trying to get some bans out, you know, check out LoL King, see what the teams are playing. But who knows, that might just be a random ban at this point. And then purple team's going to come back with a Zac ban. I think that's just a generic ban. Zac combos very well in top lane with a G4 jungle. They're very strong right now as a team, and Zac in general is very strong. He's got amazing ganks over walls, so I think that's just a very solid ban coming out from the purple team. With the Blitzcrank ban going down from blue. Again, just another, I think it's just a smart ban on their part. They don't want the pulls, they don't want grabs, they want to be able to kind of play their game. And finally, the Jace ban coming out, lastly, from purple team, potentially targeting Juiciest Jace. I mean, his name implies that he does play Jace. So that might be who that's going after, but who really knows at this point, right? So we'll have to see what kind of picks we get going on here. I'm hoping to see some good games go out. And I hope you guys are looking forward to tonight's match. We got some high-ranked players here, and I'm really looking forward to it myself. I am. It looks like Raxel might pick up Lulu here. He does enjoy playing Lulu from what I've seen, and he's gonna go ahead and lock that in, pick the support right off the bat. Lulu, of course, also potentially AD, but that's kind of like a silly play for Lulu. If you're going to play Lulu, AD Lulu that is, that's kind of for fun, right? So I think most likely we'll see that Lulu go down as a support from Raxel. Purple team now, Divine G and Taken Lee. Taken Lei? Doesn't matter currently. Unless he's watching, then by all means tell me how to pronounce it. Divine G looks like they might lock in the Udyr jungle. Udyr is a good jungle. It could be better. Udyr just doesn't really, I mean, bear form kind of gives him that speed boost, but it's not as good a gap close as some other champs have, you know. But who knows what Divine G is going to do here. We'll see. He might just be picking it for someone else on the team as well, right? And Taken Lee is going to go ahead and pick that Shen. I wonder if there... Twitch... I was just going to say, I wonder if they might go with a Twitch-Shen combo for those sweet ganks. Shen can teleport in on invisible champions without being noticed. It's pretty strong. But blue team, God tiers, might just go ahead and pick up that Twitch. He's hovering between Twitch and Caitlyn right now. He's currently staying over Caitlyn. We'll see what happens here. And Dark Chicken looks like might go with G4 jungle, and they are going to lock those two champs in. They're going to go ahead and take that and lock it down for themselves. G4, very strong jungle. He's got those sweet gap closers, and thank you very much, Jace. I appreciate that. Taken Lee. And like I was saying, G4 does have those big gap closers and the Cataclysm to kind of keep the target where he wants it. Next pick's coming out from purple team. I'm a Pro 97 and Tavasi. Let's see what they pick. I'm a Pro seems to like the mid from what I've seen, mid or ADC. But we'll see what they go with here. They might pick it up champ for someone else. They're hovering over Fizz right now. Fizz, oh, and a switch to Zed. But we'll see what happens here. It looks like they're going to stay with that Zed, and Tavasi going ahead and picking up their ADC now, going with the Varus ADC. Not a bad pick. Varus very strong, and he's got really good poke, and of course Zed with his death mark can really burst you down if you get stuck when you stuck out with him. And looks like next picks from blue team are going to be Juiciest Jace picking up Lucian, new champ, just came out here. And I like him a lot, actually. I think he's a lot of fun. Some people seem to think he's overpowered, but I don't think he's that off. I'm wondering, maybe they'll pick up the solo top Lucian. It's an option. I don't know how it'll go. Maybe solo top Caitlyn. We'll have to see where these guys go with this, if they in fact lock that in. And the Bloody Mage was hovering over the Bloody Mage himself, Vladimir, but it looks like he's going to switch over to the drunken brawler Gragas and go ahead and lock that in. Gragas can be very strong if you can hit those skill shots, and I'm hoping to see some sweet skill shots come out of the Bloody Mage here with that pick. And finally, Planet Earth. Gonna pick up Fiddlesticks? We'll have to see. I'm gonna say that would be a support Fiddle, as Zed's better in the middle or top. But just looking at the team comp, that's probably gonna be a support Fiddle or a Soraka. And Soraka, I can't really do anything but support. But we're going back to Fiddle. We'll see what he picks up. Fiddle very strong for kill lane. You start stacking that fear, and it just gets stronger and stronger, lasts longer. And they are going to, in fact, pick up the Fiddlesticks. And yes, I do realize I just rhymed stronger and longer. That was on purpose, obviously. There was no accident there. But looks like a dual AD team coming out from the blue team with the Lucian and the Caitlyn. I'm wondering if that Lucian's going to be in the solo top lane. I'd really like to see that, actually. I do like I haven't played solo top Lucian, but I want to see how it works out. So don't let me down, Jace. I want to see it go well for you here in the top lane. I think it should be a good times. And we're just about to get this locked in, and then we'll look at summoner spells so we know exactly where people are going. And it'll be all good. Pretty decent team comps coming out from both teams, actually. I'm not sure about that Udyr. We'll have to see how that goes. Turn that off here. That is Jungle Udyr for sure. Picking up Ghost, which will give him that big speed boost, a bit more of a gap closer. I mean, he could have taken Flash too, but Ghost, if I remember correctly, does have a slightly lower cooldown. So it's 10 of, a dozen of one, 12 of the other. It's the same thing, basically. Just so we'll have to see how that plays for sure. And then jungle, of course, J4 classic smite flash, as most junglers would take. So that's pretty basic. Your supports here, looks like we're going to have a Fiddlesticks versus a Lulu. Lulu able to buff her AD fairly decently. I don't see many Lulus played, but I checked out Raxel's profile. He's been playing a lot of Lulu. He seems to know what he's doing, so I'm looking forward to some sweet Lulu plays. And then Planet Earth, picking up Fiddlesticks. Fiddlesticks really good for a kill lane. That fear and the drain and the silence especially is just going to really help out his lane and give them some extra pushing potential and some extra damage coming out. And I think that'll be really good for them. ADs, I think we're going to see a Caitlyn as the ADC. She's picked up Flash Cleanse. Against that Fiddlestick support, that cleanse is going to be really crucial to getting rid of the fears or the silences, so it's probably not a bad thing. And I'm pretty sure that means we'll see Lucian in the top against that Shen. Not sure how that'll play out. Like I said, Lucian's new. I haven't really seen many games with him. I've played him a few times, but mainly as the ADC. So we'll have to see how that matchup goes. And then ADC for purple team there, Varus. He's got really good poke, and he's got slows and roots. So it's not a bad pick for them. They're gonna have a lot of control in that lane. With the slow from Varus, the silence from Fiddle, and the fear from Fiddle as well, and the root from Varus when he breaks out his ult, of course. Which leaves our mid lane looking to be Gragas versus Zed. Zed, he's got a bit of a bit poke, but he's very bursty. So we'll have to see how he takes care of that Gragas poke, because as we all know, Gragas, he's got those barrels. He throws them out there, rolls them out like some sort of production line rolling things out. I don't know. But he throws his barrels, and they can hit hard. I've seen them do quite a bit of damage, so we'll have to see how this plays out for them, for both teams, that is. And I'm looking forward to seeing it happen. Yes, this is not Ice Trooper. Oh, my League of Legends. Oh, I thought it was going to crash, but it did not. I am not Ice Trooper, for the viewers watching. I am the judge. It is not 8:24. It is currently 8:26. There's no time warp going on here. I just don't have admin rights to change that myself. So, and I don't think there's any moderators in the channel currently. So, unfortunately, it's going to look like Ice Trooper's casting, but it's going to sound like the judge is casting. So, just bear with me while we do this. And load screen. Perfect time to talk about GameForGlory.net. New website is up and running. Looks great. Check it out if you don't already check it out. If you aren't playing there often, they have games Monday to Saturday now. The only day they don't have games is Sunday, which you need a day off, right? But the games are free to play, and you can win money playing them. There's nothing wrong with that, and I recommend checking it out. I love it. I don't play in many games, but I do cast them. In fact, I've never played in a game, usually because I'm either casting or playing with my regular team, trying to get to silver. Yeah, I am not ranked higher than bronze right now, guys. I've been playing since the game launched, and I just never play in ranked. So yeah, this is what's going on right now. I'm a bronze league caster, casting the high ELO games. Love it. I love it. But we should be getting started any second here. It looks like everyone is, well, almost everyone except for the Bloody Mage. He's got this whole slow load time going on. But we're almost there. So get a drink if you have time, if your kitchen's close. You probably have a few seconds, 30 seconds max, I'd say. Go grab a drink, come back, sit down, and enjoy a match. Enjoy a sweet match hosted by GameForGlory.net and casted by yours truly, the judge. Sorry I don't have a partner. My usual partner's kind of dropped off the face of the earth for casting, but hopefully Wednesday I'll have a new partner, and I think you guys will enjoy it. I think it'll be good times for everybody. And load is done. I'm going to go ahead and put that up now. And bam, here we are. Game started. No pause yet. Usually in my games we see a pause by now, but nothing yet. So classic builds going out here. Varus with the Doran's Blade, Lucian and Kate with Doran's Blades. Those are classic AD builds recently. Doran's Blade Still the same price, but it's... I feel like it's kind of gotten better in the meta somehow. It just seems to be what more people are taking nowadays. For a while, it was like long swords and potions, or boots and potions, but it's back to Doran's blades now. Varus hiding in that bush down there with Jace, just kind of hanging out, watching out for the gank on bot lane. Potential red steal. They're watching out for that. They don't want the invade to happen, and I don't think there's going to be one this game. But you never know. It could happen. Builds from both supports looking very similar right now. In fact, looking exactly the same. That's odd, but that's classic builds. I mean, oh no, not exactly the same. My bad. Yeah, okay, I see what happened there. It looked the same. It's not the same. You see the difference.
Have spawned.
Shen going with some rejuve beads, keep himself alive. And Lucian, like I said, Doran's blade. Gragas getting that armor early game to counter the Zed. Zed gonna deal decent damage. He's got that. He's got strong. He's got the longsword potion, which is classic AD. We've seen that before. I've used it before. I'm sure a lot of you guys have as well. And it looks like Udyr is going to go ahead and start on this blue buff with a fairly strong leash out of his team. And that's not a bad thing. Getting that leash will help him get down blue a bit quicker. G4 also getting down blue buff at about the same time. It didn't look like he had as much a leash. Maybe a bit from Lucian. Couldn't really tell, but nothing too big. Interesting. It looks like we're going to have a mid Lucian actually. That'll be very interesting. I'm wondering if he's going to build AP or stick with the AD. I thought for sure that might be a top Lucian, but I was incorrect. So we'll see how this plays out. This is new champ. People are still feeling him out, seeing how he plays. Gragas taking some pokes from the Shen. Shen taking some barrels. Getting a little bit of wine all over his suit. And that's embarrassing for a samurai, I'm sure. No honor in having wine stains in your battle garb. But Gragas dealing decent poke damage, and this Lucian is just outranging the Zed fairly decently. Poke's coming in on that Fiddlesticks, but Caitlyn is at 50% health already. More pokes coming out from this Gragas, gosh. It looks like Udyr might have been coming around for a gank already, but he's going to back off and go fight those rude dudes. Lucian is fairly pushed though, so now would be a decent time for him to get in there and jump on that. Lucian just mad poke, jeez. Wow, I'm not sure how his AP scales actually, so I'm wondering if he will go AP, and it looks like Udyr is going to come in for a gank on Lucian. Lucian getting Zed very, very low. G4 coming in for the gank on Varus, and they might just get down this Fiddlesticks. He's almost down. G4 pulling himself in and flashing out. Looks like Lucian's going to survive in the mid lane. Udyr just coming in to add some pressure, and Zed's going to go ahead and be out. Looks like Udyr might come up top for a gank as well. I think that's what's going to happen. There is the ping and the ping that I'm coming. So it looks like there is definitely going to be a gank out of this Udyr onto the Gragas. The taunt goes down on Gragas. Here comes Udyr. The ghost goes off. And it looks like, ooh, Gragas flashing and running out. He's healing up. He looks like he's going to survive, just barely though. If he hadn't have flash and dash is what I'm going to call that, he might have gotten dunked there, but he's alright. No classic dunkaroo for him. And it looks like he's going to stick in the lane a bit and keep healing up. He is out of potions though, so he better be careful. He might want to get his jungle up there to cover for him. Lucian taking some pokes here from Zed. He's very low health already. Zed just dealing a lot of damage. That poke coming out from Varus onto the Caitlyn. It didn't deal too much damage. Looks like it just barely nicked her, but it's not dealing too much damage yet. Picks going down on the that minion there. I think that lets him deal more damage, or Lulu fires extra bolts, something to that effect. Oh yeah, that's right. It fires extra bolts out at the in the direction she fires in the first place. More barrel pokes coming out from this Gragas. He's keeping his lane pretty pushed now. I guess he's got a bit of a steroid from that barrel. And J4 coming in for a gank and just keeping that Zed pushed back a bit so Lucian can keep his lane up. Keep it off the tower as much as possible. Looks like just some trading going on, trying to keep the CS up in bottom lane. Purple team ahead a bit, and this might be it for Gragas up top. In fact, it is. First blood goes to purple team, to the Shen. I'm sorry, Shen. Oh, I'm a Pro 97 is going to go ahead and pick that up. Very good kill. He just kind of poked that Gragas down and then went in with that taunt. And you got to watch that taunt from the Shen. It can be very annoying. And there's the gank from the Udyr. Udyr's coming in, trying to get the gank, but Caitlyn's going to break out her flash and save her butt. A few pokes going down on this Fiddlesticks, but he's got potions. He's not overly concerned. Zed is under 50% health. He's healing up too, but Lucian is keeping the pressure on in this mid lane. And so far, this Lucian is looking very nice in this mid lane. We'll have to see how that continues to play out for him. He's got dual Dorans, has become very popular with ADs lately, is a dual Doran build. It's I used to use it on Jace myself actually, but I haven't used it in quite some time. But it seems to work out really well. So we'll see how this ends up playing out. Udyr looks like he's coming around for a gank on Lucian, but Zed is almost dead. And Lucian just kind of poking hard, and J4 is coming in. Deathmark goes down. Shen's teleporting in though. The ult comes out on Lucian. They get the kill on the Udyr. Shen might dive that tower. No, he's just going to push him back. Alright. Very good kill. They brought that Udyr under the tower when they were very low health and just let that tower help them get the kills. And now J4 is going to go ahead and cover that lane while Shen covers the lane for Zed in return. And Fiddlesticks is here. He's just getting a few pokes off on the Caitlyn, but Caitlyn in return is poking much harder. You don't really want to go into a auto attack war when you're support and you're against an AD and you're both full health. You're not going to come out ahead on that. But Fiddle does have fear and drain. He just didn't break it out there. So looks like Lucian's going to pick up blue buff from J4 if you check the map there. In fact, he is. And that'll actually give him a big advantage. Lucian does use quite a bit of mana. So that's probably not a bad thing that he's got that. Fiddlesticks is taking off here. And it looks like blue team might be trying to freeze their lane a little bit closer to their tower. Lane freezing. Very good tactic. It can you might lose a few CS or take a lot of hits from the minions, but you know, you can freeze that lane and kind of deny your opponent the CS that they want or need. You know, you keep your minions fighting their minions, and then you just take the last hits. It's pretty strong, and it looks like we're gonna have an engage here. Nope. I thought there might be an engage. The polymorph went off on the Varus, but they didn't quite pick up the kill on that. They did, however, deal some decent damage. And that's going to leave Varus at 50%, so he's going to need to use his dual Dorans here to get some health back, which doesn't seem to be taking him that long. He seems to be doing a decent job at it. Fiddlesticks hanging out in this bush. I think he stepped on a trap, so they're aware he's there. And it looks like Udyr is coming in for another gank on Lucian, so we'll have to see how that plays out for him. Lucian definitely doesn't know he's there, and he's going to go ahead and push up, and Udyr is going in. And we'll see how this goes. Lucian's getting away. He's dashing. He takes the stun. Deathmark goes down on Lucian. Lucian's taking a beating, and he's going to get dropped. Sweet gank from the Udyr for sure. J4 is coming in bottom. There goes the snipe on Fiddlesticks. So we're now 2 for 2 here. And some pretty nice plays going on here. Definitely some good ganks coming out of these jungles. And I like to see that. I like seeing ganks come in. I like seeing good jungle players. Jungles definitely help win games. And these two are doing a great job. getting the ganks. And it looks like Udyr is going to come around for a gank on bottom. He is coming in, but Varus is not ready for a gank, I don't think. Breaking out the Ghost, bear form for the stun. Using the net to get away, God tier. The ult comes out from Lulu. Some poking going on. There's the ult from Varus, but G4 comes in and helps out, but to no avail. God tier is going to get taken down from the Udyr, whose name is something. Sorry, off the top. Taiken Lee is going to help out there. Varus is going to get dropped because the J4 came in. Sweet play. Lulu helped out on that one, but then Fiddlesticks broke out his ult, jumped in, and took down the Lulu in exchange. And it looks like Shen's just going to pick up another kill on that Gragas. He's really pushing this lane hard. He's trying to get the kills. He's trying to keep his lane, keep himself kind of farmed so that he can teleport out if he needs to. He can break out a stand united when his lane is pushed up and not really worry about it getting overly pushed. So that's a good tactic for him. That's a good tactic for any Shen. Keep your lane somewhat pushed. Keep your kills ahead. And then if you need to leave for a stand united, help your team out, you can. Not too much happening right now. It looks like Udyr's coming in for some counter jungling. Looks like he was trying to steal blue, but blue is missing, so he's just going to go ahead and take the dog. And that'll help take down this J4's jungle farm. But he seems more concerned with the ganks right now. And it looks like Udyr and J4 might be coming around for a gank. No, Udyr is going back into his jungle, but J4 appears to be heading. He's just heading through the lane right now. I guess he's not gonna come in for a gank. He's gonna throw down some wards. Wards win games, guys. Warding is key, especially in 5s, because you can't ward in 3s, obviously. But it's very important, and it definitely helps a lot. Udyr coming in with the stun on the J4, and that's going to help both him and Zed get away almost scot-free. And this Gragas is trying to 1v1 Shen, but Shen is just too tanky right now. He has just got too much going on for him. He is not taking as much damage as Gragas is taking. In return, I'm wondering if maybe we'll see a lane switch coming up here. With Lucian and Gragas, but I don't think we will. I think it's going to stay like this. Taunt goes down on Gragas. Shen's really trying to pick up this kill, and he might just do it. Gragas running out of there, and he's gonna get away. And it looks like J4 is going to come up for a top on gank. Gragas definitely needs that. He hasn't seen J4 much this game, but he could definitely use at least, if nothing else, the pressure that will be offered by having your jungle around in your lane. And I'm not sure if Shen knew he was there or not. The ult comes out from the Gragas and also from the J4. Cataclysm drops, and not enough to kill Shen. He's very tanky. He's already got a Warmogs, so he is pretty strong right now. It looks like blue team's just going to let these minions do a little bit of pushing. I think they want to get some more farm while they can. But here comes the Udyr in top lane, and I don't think Gragas is going to make it out of this one. He's charging, but the barrel goes out, and it's not going to be enough. Taiken Lee is going to pick that up over the Bloody Mage. And there's some great plays going on, man. I love these jungles. Udyr pushing back this J4 down in bottom, trying to counter jungle him a bit, which isn't a bad play. We haven't seen J4 in Udyr's jungle much at all, but Udyr has been all over J4's. You know, it's looking really good. Looks like Udyr might have been trying to go for a gank there, but to no avail. Here comes the Fiddle ult, but it's going to go ahead and whip. He's going to miss everybody there. Not really any fault of his own. He they were expecting him. That bush is not warded, however. They were just expecting the fight. So they backed off a bit. J4 is going to come in and help out. And he's not even going to be sneaky about it. He's just going to go ahead and drop his banner and charge in on the Fiddlesticks. Fiddlesticks taking a snipe. The fear goes down. Flash comes out from J4. J4 is going to drop Raxel, picking up the kill. Drop picks on himself. Lucian is being chased into bottom lane. Blue team needs to get up there, help out. Deathmark goes down. The ult comes out from Lucian, but to no avail. Looks like there might just be another kill for purple team from this Varus. Nope. But Zed and Udi are down here. Udi are exhausted and polymorphed under the tower. That's taking a lot of hits for that Zed. And I'm a Pro 97 is going to go ahead and pick up a kill over over Raxel. And just they're really playing as a team here tonight, guys. Purple team working really well together. Their team comp is just so strong. They've got amazing gank potential. And this Gragas just keeps wanting to fight Taiken Lee 1v1, but it's not helping him at all. The taunt's going to come out any second here. And Gragas is going to draw. I'm not sure what he's thinking, trying to 1v1 that. Honestly, Shen just getting too tanky for Gragas to deal with right now. And if it was me, I would be looking for a lane swap with Lucian. Lucian could get out a Last Whisper at least and help cut through some of that natural Shen armor that he has. Does have a lot of health though, and it looks like he might be going for a Bork with that Bilgewater, as is the Zed, picking up that Bilgewater Cutlass and 2 daggers. I think he's definitely going for a Bork. I'm not sure about Zed or Shen though, so we'll have to see how that plays out. Looks like Zed's gonna go ahead and pick up mid tower. Fiddlesticks all going off. He gets polymorph, but his ult does persist through the polymorph. And Caitlyn getting ulted, keeping her big Caitlyn. Big Caitlyn equals big snipe, but it's not big enough to pick up the kill on the Varus. However, Zed jumping over that wall, death marking over all over what's her name, and it looks like there is going to be a lane shift coming from the Gragas to the Lucian. It looks like they might trade it out there. A big fight going on in bottom there. G4 just came in after I'm a Pro picks up that kill over Raxel again. I'm going to go ahead and throw that over top of the map, just so that there's no cheating going on, guys. I know you guys don't cheat. I'm just giving you a hard time. But very good game so far. Purple team's really starting to snowball. They're just about 5k over blue team in gold, and they are 6 kills ahead of them. So they are really working as a team, and they're ganking hard. That's what happens when you have Zed and Shen, right? And I mean, Shen really hasn't teleported much. I mean, he saved mid's life, I believe. He did come in on mid, I saw that, but that's pretty much all he's used Stand United for so far. So we'll have to see how that plays out, but he can come in from anywhere. So blue team needs to watch out for that right now. They need to start playing a bit more defensively, I think, and
A summoner has reconnected.
and try and you know, just pick up kills where they can. But top tower is just kind of getting pushed over here as well. I might sneeze in a second, so if I go quiet, it's because I'm sneezing and I've muted my mic. No, we're okay. Alright, game is now resuming. So I will take that off. And J4 hitting both Planet Earth and I'm a Pro with his Cataclysm, and Gragas coming in with the barrel to help out, give Dark Chicken that kill on the Fiddlesticks. And Gragas does not know that Udyr is in that bush, and Zed came around as well. Gragas trying to get away now, but he is trapped on all 3 sides. He really needs to be careful at this point. Going over that wall, I don't think he realized that Udyr was there. But it looks like him and J4 are going to get away. Very minimal damage. J4 coming back to help hold his lane. And Zed going big out here. Oh, no. I thought he might be out, but it looks like they might try and get a kill on J4. We'll have to see how that plays out. I think he might just go back to his lane here. Lucian has taken over top. So we'll have to see how Gragas does against Zed instead of Lucian. Lucian didn't seem to be having too many problems. There was just so many ganks coming in, and that's it can be a problem. Slow goes down on Caitlyn. Caitlyn netting out of it though, and Raxel just getting very, very greedy. He wants that kill. Tycoon Lee has to be fairly careful. The death mark comes down on the Bloody Mage, but Dark Chicken is there to help out with his banner toss. Udyr is going to try and pick up the kill. Raxel coming in though, making a massive Gragas come out, and he's here comes the Stand United from Shen. Lucian is here as well though, and it looks like they might try and pick up this kill on the Divine G, and it looks like they're going to get it no problem. However, Dark Chicken, or I'm a Pro, is going to pick up the kill on the Gragas. And that is going to be, that's going to hurt him a smidgen. But looks like they're going to 3-push this lane, and that might just be the advantage they need at this point, is to get that lane, a lane push down. They don't have any lanes pushed, and Fiddlesticks is coming to try and steal these Stoner brothers. Blue team is going to pick up that mid tower, but they're going to trade it out for bottom tower, giving Purple team a one tower advantage. It's not a lot, but they do have quite a few kills over them. G4 jumping in. There's the Cataclysm. No flashes coming out though. Lucian dropping his ult, but he looks like he canceled it early because he wasn't able to quite aim it around that corner. And he is going to pick up a kill. Juicy's Jace is going to pick up a kill over Tavasi. And a huge team play there. Great gank from all 4 of those players. But will it be worth it? Zed is coming around here, and they are now split. There are only 2 of them. Zed jumping over back over that wall with his shadow. Good play. Doesn't want to quite fight that, just in case. There don't appear to be too many wards. Yeah, Purple team doesn't have too many wards down there. So they got to be careful. They're not sure where everyone is, but they are going to try and take this dragon. Lulu warding over that wall. J4 looks like he's waiting there. Is his smite up? Smite is up, so he's going to jump in and try and steal it, but he's instead going to get dunked on. That Udyr was just faster with his smite and ready to go, and pick that up. Almost no problem, but they have abandoned top, so they need to be careful. Gragas is going to push that lane. I know I'm switching between actual player names and the champs they're playing, but when you're speaking this fast, you just got to go with what you know, right? And I'm wondering if they're going to get that top tower down. They are going to get that top tower down, tying up the towers. Gragas needs to run now. Run fairly hard, actually. Just because that is, that could be deadly for him. Wait until the camera takes over. There we go. He's running as hard as he can, but Zed is there as well. Zed jumping in with his twin shadows, and he's going to get away. Gragas just going to go hide under his tower here. Lucian and J4 are coming in though. They're going to try and pick up the kill on the Zed. Cataclysm goes down. There's Lucian's ult breaking out. I can't remember what it's called right now. He just came out, ladies and gents, so sorry if I'm not sure what his ult is called off the top of my head. Bear form going down as well as the Phoenix form. Trying to run and save this, what's his name? Udyr. Stand United comes down on Udyr, and Shen is jumping back in. And there are kills going down left, right, and center here. Tycoon Lee is going to pick up the kill over Juiciest Jace there, with Raxel trying to hide under this tower, but so many people just have so much health there, and Shen doesn't care about tanking tower shots right now. So he's just going to go ahead and pick up that kill with not too much trouble. And it looks like if they can get it, Shen's going to try and push this minion wave up, and I think they can probably take down that tower. The snipe comes out on the Fiddlesticks, but he does not, he doesn't leave at all. He is fairly close to dead though, so, and there's the kill from God Tier onto planet Earth. And I just realized that's actually an I in his name, not an L. That would explain why I couldn't find him on LOL King or anything like that. But I'm still going to call him Planet Earth because I think that's what it's, unless it's Planet Earth, but I think Planet's probably it. At any rate, Caitlyn coming in to defend this top tower. J4 and Lucian trying to chase after the Zed, but that's something that you just can't do all the time. Zed has a lot of running skills, and he can just get out. And Udir's going to go ahead and clean up some of these wards. I think Blue Team's going to start working more as a team and go ahead and give this blue buff to Lucian, which won't be a bad thing for him. Like I've said, he does need mana. Oh, excuse me. I only had one Red Bull today, guys, so I'm a bit tired. Just a bit. And I work the night shift, so what are you going to do, right? But it looks like these three are going to stick together. Dark Chicken, Juiciest Jace, and Raxel. They're all going to stick together, and it looks like they're all headed bottom with, along with Bloody Mage and God Tier. So it looks like they're going to work as a team, and they're going after Tavasi here. But I'm a Pro is in the wings waiting. So is Planet Earth. Udir's going in, though. And there's the poke out from Tavasi. Divine G coming. Here comes the Dark Chicken ult. He's going in. Gets feared from the Fiddle, and they are going to pick up a kill on the on Tavasi. So that is going to be an extra kill for Caitlyn, and I think they might just go ahead and push down this lane with everyone down here. I don't see why they wouldn't. There are two waiting. Sorry. However, Shen is up top, fighting that turret. So it's now 3-2 on turrets, but it's about to be 3-3. Blue team is starting to pick up on kills and gold, actually. They're actually still behind about 6k gold. Sorry, I had to math that out. But Lucian coming in to help defend his tower, and it looks like Blue team's going to move as a squad and try and pick up a kill either on the Zed or on the Shen. I'm not sure if Lucian knows. Lucian does know there is his ward there, and he's just going to keep poking on this Shen. Their Death Mark goes down on Raxel, but it's not going to be enough to take him down. And the ult comes out from Bloody Mage, and it's just going to pick up the kill onto I'm a Pro. And you got to be careful. I mean, Zed is great at backdooring, but he's a bit squishy. He can run, and that's one thing that you really got to watch. He can get out, but he can be shut down, especially when he goes 4v1 here. Jace trying to fight Divine G here, but Divine G just really going at it. Jace is breaking out all his tricks to run faster. G4 is coming in. The Shen ult comes down, though. Barrier comes out from Juicy's Jace. Gragas comes in as well. We'll see what happens here. Gragas going to throw some barrels. Cataclysm comes down on Divine G. Barrels going out, and they might just pick up this kill. Mort goes down onto Shen. Tycoon Lee is going to try and get out of this, and he might just make it, because Fiddlesticks comes down with Fear Alt Drain, and that's a fearsome combo. You got to really watch that, and it's not going to be enough damage to pick up the kill on the Udyr, on Divine G here, and the Fear goes out just before Bloody Mage can dash out, and Planet Earth is going to pick up a kill. However, in return, very good flash over the wall. However, the snipe is going to pick up the kill onto Tavasi there, and he just he was a bit out of place there. He solo bottom lane and he didn't have any backup like at all. However, Caitlyn's coming in to try and dunk all over this Shen, but Shen bursting her down a bit, but it's not going to be enough. Zed flashing away, will it be enough? He's potioning, J4 is chasing. Will he get the banner toss off, and will he hit the Zed? He's going to let Zed go, and Purple Team's now calling for a dragon, it looks like. They got the ping down, and I think they might just go for it. But will Blue Team allow that to happen? They don't have vision over there, really. However, J4 does know that Fiddlesticks is down there, so he's watching for it. And Fiddlesticks, with his oracles, he's just going to try and clean out the wards. And that's a good play. Supports cleaning wards is a good thing. You don't want the opposing team to know what you're doing. And the less they know, the better place you are in. Looks like they're just going to congregate around Dragon for now. I'm not sure that either team wants to engage yet. But the longer Blue waits, the more trouble they're going to have, because Shen's just going to be right there. His Stand United is on cooldown, so if they had gone in for an engage a bit earlier, they might have come out ahead 4v5. But now that they've waited too long, Shen is in the fray, and his ult is almost off of cooldown. So there's not going to be a whole lot he can do. Zed diving in on this Lucian here. The Stand United comes down on Zed. Zed being chased really hard. Shen with the taunt, and he's going to pick up a kill onto Gragas there with the Udyr coming in with the bear form stun as well. Cataclysm comes down, but also locks in Caitlyn, which was an unfortunate play coming out from the J4. I saw what he's trying to do. He's trying to save her life, but she accidentally got locked in there. And this could be it. They're going to push down this tower, and it looks like Zed's going to solo push top. Nice split push coming out here from Purple Team. 15 to 24 right now. And no one on the other team is up for 5 seconds on Lucian. They've got some time. They can push something else over, I think. Looks like Udyr is going to come in. Divine G, he's going to try and tank some of those tower shots while they pick up these minion kills. Lucian comes in with the ult, though. He's dealing decent damage, but it's not going to be enough. Udyr can just book it out. He is moving rather quickly. He does have those boots of mobility, though, so he's playing very fast. Playing fast. Lucian with a Triforce. Interesting. Actually, I can see that. It adds AD, it adds attack speed, and it adds Sheen, which will give him mana, plus anytime he uses an ability. So, definitely, I think that's a really good item on Lucian, actually. Purple Team is going to pick up the Dragon, giving them an even larger gold lead. They are 3 towers ahead. That is double what Blue Team is currently at. And they are quite a few kills ahead, almost 10. In fact, it's 9, which is 1 away from 10, so almost 10. Yeah. Blue Team knows where Zed is, but I'm not sure. Zed doesn't seem to know where Blue is. He knows Gragas is around there, but I think he's just waiting for a fight.
Steady.
Here comes the snipe from Caitlyn, just dealing a smidge of damage to Varus. And the ult coming out from Lucian looks like he's just trying to clean up some CS. His ult does get fairly low, at least 35 seconds. I've seen it get lower, I'm sure, if you were to stack more CDR. But 35 seconds on an ult like that is negligible, really. So I guess that's pretty strong, but I don't think it's overpowered, really. Blue Team knows that... Blue Team is trying to, I'm not sure if they're calling for Baron or if they're warning about Baron. I think they know that Purple Team's going to be going for it, and Purple Team did just ping it. So I think they want to try and shut that down if it happens, but they need to watch it. Can they even see Baron? They can't really see Baron too much. They can't see what's going on in Baron. They don't have any wards there.
Team's turret has been destroyed.
But Purple Team is going to pick up another turret in the bottom lane. Gosh. Purple Team is just really getting snowbally. That kill lane can definitely help. And Gragas, early game, just kind of trying to 1v1 that Shen, which a bit of a mistake. And he's going to get dropped again here. Fighting that Udyr Varus combo is just a bit strong for him. And Shen going in with that taunt. Zed with the death mark onto Juiciest Chase there. I'm a pro. Is going to give that to Taiken Lee. And it looks like this could just be game right here, ladies and gentlemen. Of course it will be a good game, because this has been a fantastic game. Just kind of turned one-sided at a point. And these teams, they just started to snowball, and it's... Gotta be careful. They now have 2 inhibs down and pretty much all towers. And it looks like they're just going to go for a push here. Not much J4 can do by himself. He's going to try, but the fear ult out of Fiddlesticks is just going to be too much for him. Especially with... yeah, it looks like this is going to be GG right here. Great game from both teams. A lot of fun. But you got to be careful. personally, I'm not a fan of seeing Gragas in games. I've been watching a lot of Korean games lately, and anytime someone picks Gragas, it always seems like the team's given up, and they always seem to lose. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm sure there's a lot of good Gragas players out there, and Bloody Mage, I'm sure in another situation, maybe not against a Shen, it would have gone a lot better for you. But Shen was just so tanky so early, and Gragas couldn't deal enough damage, and that was kind of a game changer. Shen just got to keep his lane pushed. Lucian was doing a great job in the middle against that Zed. He was out poking him. He was keeping him at a distance. But the jungle plays coming out of Udyr were just massive. Huge plays coming out, and bottom lane, it was fairly balanced actually. Good plays from everyone tonight. Just things can swing, you know. It can go like that. But thanks for watching, guys. I'm your host, the Judge. I hope you had a great time. I might stream for a little bit after this. We'll have to see what happens. But I hope you guys enjoyed yourself tonight. And I will see you again Wednesday. And yeah, unfortunately, I gotta go to work pretty soon. So it's aside from playing maybe a game tonight, I can't really cast another one. So from myself, the Judge, and from everyone at Game4Glory.net, have a great night.